Hey yo, check this out. It's your boy, PiKaHsSo VerbaDeLycK, and today is Sunday, June 24th, 2016, 1:21 p.m. And I just wanted to take this time out since I got back from my excursion, my trip, my journey from Dallas to Atlanta to Alabama to Mississippi, and just talk about it and let you know how it made me feel, let you know how it feels, to explain what it did for my soul, my spirit, what it reminded me of. Man, June 30th, I left Dallas from DFW Airport and flew out to Atlanta and visited with my mom, and it changed my life. And I thank them, love them, appreciate it. It meant so much to me, and I mean that. Oh my God, man, it just felt so good. And I've done it before, but I never did it with a purpose. And when you do things with a purpose, it's so therapeutic for the soul. My God. First of all, seeing my mama, Captain Moore, Fahima, that's her Arabic name, Fahima. They call her Captain Moore, that's what she was born as. Seeing her just off the top, the smile, the energy that illuminated from her soul when I walked through that door. When my stepdaddy picked me up from the airport, it was just, oh, make you do that. See, look, oh, that's what it made me do. And it felt real good just going out there. We went to Aberdeen, Mississippi. I seen people I haven't seen since I was a kid, since the 80s or whatever. It felt so good to be around people that don't judge you. It feels so good to be around people who truly love you. It feels so good to be around people who care. It feels so good to be around people no matter what. They still have respect for you. They don't look at you for PiKaHsSo to rap or PiKaHsSo to hip-hop artists. Because when that's done in hip-hop, the fans and so-called promoters and so-called friends are going with it. But them people, no, them humans, I don't want to call them people like they're not something important. Those people, those humans, my relatives, they made me feel good. Being out there with my sister Hanifa, my little sister Hanifa in Aberdeen, I was so glad because I got that little, see the little video game right there? It's a replica of the game that the Mattel handheld football game that came out by 79 or through the early 80s. And I went down there with that game. I rebought that game, and I rebought a new version of it. It's not quite the same, but it's similar. So me and my sister could reduplicate this childhood photo that we took. My sister was probably like 1 or 1.5. I was probably like, I don't know. I know it was like 35, 36 years ago, something like that. And we reduplicated that photo I've been thinking about doing that for years. I wanted to do it with my mother, but my mama, she's not physically able to do all that kind of stuff. So I just did the one with my sister because I know we could redo that. And it's just so beautiful just to see that. To see that photo coming to fruition. And thanks to Rabbit and thanks to Adele and thanks to Joe and all them and Isaac for helping us, show us where to stand at. Because he said, you need to stand by right here to get that photo. You need to stand by right here because that's where it was. And you look at the house, it's no longer there no more. It's another one. And the one that was next to it is gone. And I'm so glad that we got a chance to redo that photo. I'm so glad I got a chance to bond with my little niece, Nene. I love her to death. She is so cool and so vibrant and so beautiful and such energy. And it let me know, and I'm not trying to be negative, but it also let me know that sometimes you can't go seek for love in your relatives who don't love you, and they're not loyal. You can't go seek it. Sometimes you got to be with the ones who do love you. And if I known what I know now, I would have moved to Atlanta in 1989 and 90 and left. But I know Dallas is where I was born in my home. But I left where the love was. And the love was my mama and my sister and my brother Jabril and my niece and my nephew Jihad and Nene. And even my sister's husband, Mike. He's like a brother to me. Even though that's my sister's husband, Michael Richardson, he's like a brother to me. He was so kind to me. And people, and it made me just realize, why have I been torturing myself? I don't want to put nobody out there. I'm not being disrespectful. But why have I been torturing myself to be around people who's not loyal? And even me, and I know sometimes I have my ways about me, but I've been trying my best to live right. By my daughter and everything, me and my daughter, oh my God, I've been trying my best to live right. Let me get back on this. I've been trying my best to live right and be just a stand-up human. And sometimes I'm just looking like, you know what, I'm being punished for stuff I did in 1988. 1991. I'm being treated for, like, man, am I really that bad? And being around my mama, my stepdad, my sister, brother, my niece, my nephew, it just reminded me who I was, and I forgot. And sometimes the love just ain't there. You got to go where the love is. And if I'd have known what I know now, instead of being loyal to relatives, instead of being loyal to friends, instead of being loyal to the music business and staying my focus on God, I would have moved to Atlanta in 1989 or 90 or 91, whenever my mama lived, because that's where the love is at. I didn't see it back then. I was too blind. And I don't regret anything I did to help my career out, but it wasn't no love. And that's the reason why I am where I am now. I take full responsibility for everything I am and everything I do and everything I've done. But I was thinking, man, I really ain't that bad of a person. And that love that I got, my stepdaddy is not even my daddy. This dude showed me so much love, picked me up from the airport, took me to Red Lobster, got me a room, took me to the airport, took me, just drive me all around Atlanta like a true guest. Wouldn't let me spend no money. I wanted to, no, you good. My sister, husband took me, and my Hanifa and Nene took me all around Atlanta. It was love, going all around. Me and my mama just talking and going to Strong, Mississippi. Oh my God, we got to walk the land and walk that land where my mama was born and had a house. It's no longer there. But I filmed it. And I'll put that stuff up later when it's time. And it felt so good to be out there when that little plantation field with the wood forks. That's where the legend of wood fork come from. Everything I do has purpose. And it made me realize a lot of people living their life without purpose. They lost and they blinded. I'm not trying to be a preacher, but I know the facts. I know the truth. And I just realized, man, like, wow, I had fun. I felt like, I told my homeboy James Shepard, he called me a James Shepard, my buddy from Dysfunctional and Orgasm. I told James, man, I felt like a child. I rode around in the car, my mom and them ate ice cream at Baskin Robbins. I felt like I did when I was 12 again. And I'm a full grown man. But sometimes you don't have to be grown. Sometimes you got to enjoy life and take yourself out the realm of this negative. Even when I'm negative, every time I find myself going back in this negative vortex, I take myself out of it. I spent 1 year of abstinence and 1 year of sequestering myself in negativity, and I can never go back to this. And that trip was the final ending of that. Just like the final, man, it just made me realize so much love going to Strong, Mississippi. Mississippi is my roots. Aberdeen, Mississippi. You will hear me shouting those cities out to the day I die. Thank you to my stepdaddy. Thank you to Hanifa, my sister, husband, Mike. And I'm going for the dome so it'll be natural. I ain't wrote none of this down. My sister, husband, Mike, I thank you, my dude. You're a good dude. I wish my daughter Merced was there. She in Japan. I love my little daughter. Merced would have loved that. Merced would have loved that. Oh my God, wish Merced was there. Oh my God, now I know. Yeah, when I first started, I wasn't a decent father because I didn't know no better. That don't mean it's right. That don't mean I'm making no excuses, but I didn't know no better. Now I know. Next time my daughter comes, I'm going to take her back down and we can do the same thing. I pray to God, man, everybody's still living and healthy. Rest in peace to Yvonne, Aunt Yvonne. I'm glad we went to Louisville, Mississippi and seen her. I didn't even recognize her, but I said, right before we left, let's take a picture. And Salam hopped in the picture with her. I'm so glad we took that photo. I'm so glad we stopped by her because she's died. Her funeral is today. Rest in peace to Yvonne. I'm so glad I got a chance to see. I got a picture of me, her, Salam, Kareem, Hanifa, and Salam's father and Kareem's father in Marshall, Texas on this field. That's where they had all fields, man. We got our history. We have our legacy. And it feels good to know who you are. And I got a picture with her sitting on that porch and I'm so glad I got it. I ain't even uploaded it yet because I'm saving it just for a special moment when I'm feeling it in my soul. But rest in peace to Yvonne. I realized that all my mama's side come from the Sykes family. The Sykes family. And my mama last name Captain Moore, and start from the Moors, then it break down and it made me realize that it came from slaves. It was an older guy that I talked to at the family unit that told me how we came from the Sykes family to the Moore, and it just branched out like nucleus and the nuclei. I didn't know that. I'm looking at my family like these people I never know. The family is so big, bigger than the family that you know. Your family is a lot bigger than you realize. To anybody I ever heard out there, man, it's bigger than that. And I never want my mission to be misconstrued or destroyed by people who don't get my soul. My soul means good. And I was around them people and I felt good. And I felt comfortable. I didn't even know. We ate fish together. We broke bread together. We ate salad together. We drank tea, soda water together. We just talked. I passed out my business card, took pictures. And it felt good. It felt so good to go to Aberdeen, Mississippi, Atlanta. It felt good when I got off the plane. When I got on the plane that morning, I felt good. Leaving Dallas to go to Atlanta. And we drove to Alabama. That's where my niece and them from. My niece got roots in Alabama. Just taking pictures. Selfie. That felt good. It's been a long time. I got my smile back, and I'm not going to let it go no again. I'll never let my smile go. I'll never let no woman take it. I'll never let no friend take it. I'll never let the music industry take it. It's all about love. And if the love, I'm telling anybody watching this, and if you're not getting the appropriate love that you need from the people in your circumference, get away from them. I don't care who they are. The love has to be real, has to be loyal, it has to be respected. And I show you respect, you show me respect. It has to be treated. You have to be treated kindly to these our elderly people, our elder states. My mama and her sister united, and I watched it. It was all about my mama. When my mama walked inside that family reunion, and I seen the reaction of everybody, she was the star. It wasn't about me. See, people get it misconstrued because all this PiKaHsSo and this peace stuff. It wasn't about me. It was about my mama, and I did it for her, and I'm so glad she wanted to see Yvonne. And I'm glad that my mama did her due diligence. I'm glad she was just own it until we seen Yvonne. And we stayed and came until we went there because she's passed away. And our funerals today. Rest in peace to Yvonne. Yeah, I'm bouncing around my thoughts. It's because I'm talking from the soul right now. And I'm about to end this because I know it's getting too long. But you know what? I'm doing this for me. I'm so thankful that I learned. I'm so thankful I went back in that old house. You've seen the photo. Thank you to everybody who showed me love in this journey. Thank you to Shane McKenzie. Thank you to Bilal, James, Jalo, Marcellus. You know what I'm saying? Merced. I wish my daughter was there. My God, I really, really, really wish she was there. I love her. I wish, now I know, but I should have been teaching her this. I didn't know. I was young and stupid. That doesn't make no excuse for it, but I didn't know no better. Merced, I love you. I'm seeing you painting and I'm loving it. Do good in life. Be the next generation. It's up to y'all to carry the torch. Merced, Jihad, Nene, my nephew Jihad, I love it. Went to Id. We celebrated Id in Atlanta, Masjid of Al-Islam. It's just so much and I can't even get it into this. I'm about to end and I had so good and I found my roots. I know who I am. I was a child again. I lived again and you can live too. And I'm not just saying this to be saying it. You can live too. You can live too because I did and I forgot who I was and now I remember. On that note, peace and I'm out. I love you, Aberdeen, Mississippi.